Okay, guys, I was getting ready to go to bed and everything, and I just decided to take a real quick video, turn everything back on for the fish and stuff. There's a big water change in all the fish tanks. This tank looks really good. It's not decorated at all. I mean, I don't know how to decorate this tank because I don't want to get too big of decorations that'll get in the way of the fish, not let them be able to swim around, but at the same time I want it to look nice. But I mean, so I just threw a bunch of random crap in there. I mean, it doesn't look good, I don't think, for decoration wise, but I mean, it's more for just the fish being able to swim around and be happy. But I do know I need to get some like hiding decorations. So I know the plecos and the catfish like to hide. But the cats are all checking it out because they're not used to the doors of the fish tank being open. But this darn thing, whenever I fill it up too full, which I almost always do, because it leaks. Well, it's not that it leaks, it's that I always judge it from the front of it being full. Like right here's the full line. And I forget that the floor is level, it stands unlevel, and it's like a little bit lean to the back. So when I fill it up full, this right here could not be like touching the bottom of this shit, but back in the back it'll be like above the rim, so like overflow off the back. So that's not good. But that dude eats so much that he like eats himself to the point he can't even breathe. He's just a freaking glutton. Down there's the Blue Ball 406. Over here is the 120 tall. It looks really good. It's doing good and everything. I like how it looks. Turned out nice. It's crystal clear since I got done cleaning it. The air pumps off right now, so there's no like really movement in the water. It's kind of laid back and dreary right now looking, because it's 1:49 in the morning. Yeah, 1:49 in the morning. But then over here is a 20-gallon tall. It looks really good. I like it. It looks crystal clear. I took off the one filter and I spray painted the 10-gallon, and then in here I just had the fry then. So it's just a little simple fry tank, convex liquid fryer in here. It's just something for them to live in. So I decided what I'm going to do with them. So I don't have enough to sell them, but I don't want them in this tank because the convicts are way too aggressive because they're guarding their babies. So it was just getting ridiculous with their aggression, so I just took them out. But, yep, so this tank looks really good though. I like it. Yeah, these guys, I don't know if the other eggs just didn't make it or if they ate them or what happened, but those are the eggs that are left. There's not very many left, maybe 20 if that. But yeah, so. But I mean, any eggs are better than no eggs, and once they become wigglers and stuff, I'll put them in a 10-gallon too. Once they're big enough where they can like, hold their own and not get eaten by the other ones. But yeah, that's that tank. Down here's Callie. Don't worry, that's not garbage. That is rocks from the 10-gallon. I just had nothing else to put them in, so I just put them in a garbage bag. But yeah, I just took the spray paint at the bottom, spray paint the back. The sides are not spray painted. You can see through this. I guess you can't. But anyways, the sides are not spray painted. This side, that side are not spray painted. Just the back and then the bottom. And it has a little simple filter on here. It has some bio spears and then a little bio sponge with then some filter floss and a little 50-watt heater. So it's nothing impressive. Doesn't even have a light on it. But it's just a little fry tank, so whatever, it doesn't really matter. But I mean, it's really clear, so that's good. These dudes are not happy. I put too much prime in their tank the last time I did a water change, so I did do a drain and fill, drain and fill, drain and fill today. But what I do is I drain the same time I fill. I use a Python hose to fill it, and then I put the gravel vac out the window, so then I just drain and fill at the same time, so that way the water level stays the same, but like it's putting new water in the tank and getting rid of the old. So I spent probably a good 2 hours doing that. This tank took the majority of the time up because I wanted to get this tank really well cleaned out with a good big water change, because it needed its big water change. Never got one yet, so it got its big water change. I probably did like a 60-70% water change on it. That tank there, I don't know if I did a 50% or something, and this tank probably did a 40%, something like that, around in there. This tank got a really big water change though, just because I want to take my time and got all the gravel really clean, and then just making sure everything was good and everything, because it never got its big water change before. So since it's only what, 6-7 weeks old. Jack Dempsey's looking for food. I don't know why this tank comes up blue on camera. It does not look like that. It's like it's just normal lights. I don't know why it comes up blue on camera. But it looks small. Like, I watched another YouTube videos of like 135. I'm like, God dang, those tanks look gigantic. But I mean, once you actually have it, it feels small. Like, I don't feel like it's big enough for the fish. I mean, if you tell someone, yeah, I have a 135, they're like, dang, that's gigantic. You come and see it in person, it does not feel that big. I don't think so, at least. In video, on this video, it looks tiny, I think. I mean, I can fit it all in the one shot, but I mean, it's a 6-foot tank. But I'm all the way up against the wall at the same time, so I mean, that's a good 10 feet I'm standing back or so. Not 10 feet, it's late, I can't think, probably a good 6 or 7 feet, I don't know. It's a decent amount of distance away from the tank to get the whole thing in shot. But anyways, that goldfish is about 1 foot long. The Oscar's about 11 inches. The Jack Dempsey's is about 10, right around in there. Biggest Plecostomus over there is probably about 10 or 11. Smallest is about 5 or 6 inches. Raphael catfish is probably about 4 inches, I'd say, maybe 5. Eclipse catfish is probably 8 inches, maybe around 8. I don't know. I'm just going by off the top of my head. The bluegill's probably 7 inches. But yeah, it's just a longer video than usual. I don't like longer videos because they take too long to upload. But yeah, these are the fish. They're all doing really good. They're pretty happy. These guys are a lot more happy. They're all mad at me and just sitting on the bottom of the tanks. I put way too much prime in there. I just was not thinking. But I put way too much in there. So they were all mad at me, so I did a big water change to get all that excess prime out of the water. And they're nice and happy and active again now, so that's good. But they were really mad at me. And yeah, so I couldn't catch all the babies. Those things are quick. And in a tank this deep, a 3-foot deep tank, just about, it's almost 3 foot deep, it's just like reaching my fingers literally cannot touch the sand almost. Like in the very front they can touch the sand, but if I try to touch the back sand, I can't touch the back sand. And then with the convicts biting at your hands and you standing on a ladder, it's just, I can't catch them all. They're way too fast and they're way too small for this big of a tank to be able to catch them. It's hard enough trying to catch them in like a 10 or 20 gallon, much less a 120 gallon. But yeah, so that's this tank. It looks good. I mean, it ain't nothing special or anything, I ain't gonna lie, but I mean, it works and looks nice. It's overstocked, so I'm gonna do some. All my tanks are overstocked. I always have my tanks overstocked. I don't know why. Whatever. Oh well. Probably be getting rid of some fish eventually to compensate for their growth. 'Cause, I mean, as of right now, the tanks are just pretty much okay for their current size, but I mean, plecos get bigger, the Oscar's gonna get bigger, goldfish gonna get bigger, convicts are gonna get bigger, so. Eclipse catfish is supposed to reach 18 inches. I mean, that takes a long time for them to get that big, like 5 years, but I mean, they supposedly will reach 18 inches, so that would get huge. That would be awesome, though, if he does get 18 inches. I think he's gonna be about 2 years old, and I don't know, next month or something, a year old, I don't know. I've had him for a while. He isn't young, but he's an old. The Oscar's a year and a half or 2 years, I don't know. I think the Oscar's going to be 2 years in January. So yeah, guys, that's the fish tanks. Thanks for watching. Adios.